A global namaste and a wholehearty welcome to each and every one of you at the India Business Group, one of its kind, Knowledge Cafe. And today we're talking about everything that we've spoken since the past 5 months. What will happen to businesses post the COVID? And who better than our business guru, who's himself here with us today, to have a great conversation on business post-COVID. Well, to all my lovely people, India Business Group Chamber of Commerce is a non-profit organization, and it really helps everyone get into the business world and into the world of startups. We're also into great collaborations on the international arena as well as the local arena. I truly welcome all our amazing members of the India Business Group Chamber of Commerce, and for all those guests who joined us today, I'm going to request all of you to kindly give us your details in the chat inbox along with your email ID so that we could connect with you for the future endeavors. I once again welcome all the lovely people where we're going to discuss about business post-COVID. A humble request to all of you to kindly keep your audios on mute and your videos off as well. And we're going to definitely go in for a photo op towards the end, but I'm going to request you all to have your videos on. Before we go ahead with our business group, the Chairman and Managing Director of Nazara Technologies Limited, Founder and President of India Business Group Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Vikash Mittersain, who I usually call Dr. Vikash Mittersain for all his expertise. Well, to all our lovely people, please allow me to introduce him today officially for a little more longer time. Usually he doesn't like that. So just for another 30 seconds, may we please welcome our Honorary Consul of the Republic of Mali, our Advisory Board on Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Center, Lucknow, a renowned TEDx speaker, the author of phenomenal books, You CEO Book, You the Leader, and My Posts on Facebook. May we please welcome the Chairman and Managing Director of Nazara Technologies Limited and the Founder and President of the India Business Group Chamber of Commerce. A global namaste to you, dear Vikas sir. How are you doing?
Thank you. All good. Things are surprisingly not too bad.
Yeah. With games around the corner, sorry. Yeah. I'm saying with games around the corner.
Yeah. So I want to say hello to all my IPC friends. I can see a lot of them today. We don't get to meet in person, but this is the next best thing. So thanks for being here. Let me begin. We're talking about Corona. So, we are nearly 5 months into Corona now, or maybe more. I'm losing track of time. The world has been devastated. All activity has come to a complete halt. Businesses, movement of people, all lockdowns in place. And in many countries, what I am noticing is that they declare that the numbers have gone down, but then they again lock down. So we just don't know. This is open-ended. Who can tell me how long this is going to last? We had thought that it will be end of August, max September, but this doesn't look like before the end of the year. The way it is going, it is becoming more apparent that unless there is an efficient vaccine on the scene, it's not going to change. It's not going away anywhere. Numbers are just increasing. So, some countries, now the business side of it, some countries are attempting to open their economies regardless of the fallout in the virus situation. You all know what USA is doing and what Trump is doing. He has opened up everything. He has even opened up schools. And I'm told that about 90,000 children have caught it. But regardless, he says, we are going to open up. Many countries are doing this. So we really don't know what is right, what is wrong. These leaders are saying that the economic lockdown is worse than the virus itself. And, the thing is still out on that. We don't know the answer. What are we going to do? I would really like to, when the question time comes, I would like people to tell me where I am going wrong, where the world is going wrong, what are we going to do, when is it going to end? One thing which I want you to know, and everybody does know it, but I want to bring it out, that the businesses have not yet felt the full impact of Corona and the lockdown, because the government has said that you don't need to repay anything. So not only your dues, not only your bank loans, not only any other governmental dues are being paid at present. So it is not a hit yet on your cash flows. Once this opened, maybe end of September, maybe end of September, that's when the real situation will become open, apparent, and the businesses will fail. The businesses will start failing, and that is when the real impact will happen. Not now, not right now. Just look after yourself. Be careful. I am seeing too many cars on the road now when I go out for a drive. Where are all these people going? Offices are still shut. So why are they going out? And so many people on the roads. You go to Chapati and see the full throng out there, and they're all walking so close together. Where is the 6 feet? You know, if you don't keep your distance of 6 feet, you will soon be 6 feet under. Keep that in mind. So, you know, USA has taken a decision and done it. They have gone and printed trillions of dollars, I think 2 trillion for the last count, and they're just spreading it in the citizens. For the first 3 months, they gave away $600 per week to every unemployed person. And there are millions unemployed in the US. Then that time came to an end, but Trump gave an executive order to still continue giving $400 a week. How long is this funding going to continue? Even for countries, the World Bank, the IMF, they're all still funding, but they have limited resources. That's also going to run out in some time. I don't know how much, but where are the countries going to go for money? How are the countries going to fund their own people? How will the economy again restart? Will it ever? That's also becoming a question now. And how are especially people in poor countries like India going to survive? I really don't know what is happening to the middle class, what is happening to the small businesses. All that I can know or I can understand is that it's hell on earth right now. So I think let me only not talk of the negative things. There are some positives on the horizon. The stock markets worldwide are just still going on climbing. Where is the stimulus coming from? Why is this happening? I asked somebody the other day who was with us on the webinar, and he said this is all hot money. He says he said because casinos are shut, people can't go and play. This is where they are playing. It's all punting happening on the stock markets. So that is going to end at some point. So be prepared. You don't go and fling yourself into that cauldron. Be careful, cut down on expenses, and go forward. Go forward. Think of the future. Don't think of the present currently. So do you want to go on to the question answers?
Yeah, sure. We have plenty of questions from our business guru, and I'm also going to take this opportunity of giving it a mention once again. Whatever queries you have, please have it mentioned in the chat box. So thank you very much, to our business guru, Vikash Mittersain. I want to ask you that how have you been faring in this lockdown, and though we see you, twice a week here on IBG activities, I do know a lot is happening from your business front, especially with Nazara Technologies. So please tell us how is everything faring you, and how is IBG also faring?
So as far as Nazara is concerned, we are in the sweet spot. We are a digital company, and we have our product is mobile games primarily, amongst other things. So that's what people are doing. They're all sitting at home and playing games. So business is good, company is growing rapidly, and but I'm not very happy about it because others are failing. So just my own growth doesn't make me that happy. That's the business side, and it's good. That's good. IBG itself has also metamorphosed. When we saw that we could not do any more physical meetings the way we did earlier, people, the older members remember all that. We have transformed into a digital chamber. We were only Bombay based and limited to Bombay city, but now we have become a worldwide chamber. We've gone out and tied up with several chambers around the world and India. I think 14 or 15 at last count. I want to take this to 50 chambers before the year is out. The purpose is we may not be able to hold physical meetings, but now we are bringing those chambers members into interaction with our chamber members with the idea to get business going between these chambers and these members. Even in India, there are many uh, members here who don't have an international business. So we are tying up with the Indian chambers, Calcutta, in Jaipur, Delhi, all over the country, in also Kashmir. So this is the way we are moving forward. This is the way we are attacking the problem as a chamber. And I hope people find that useful.
Sure, we have a question, from everyone here. But before that, I'm going to go to them. I'm going to ask you about, do you see any major economy becoming bankrupt is what Gaurav wants to know.
A very good question. Again, we don't know. We don't exactly know which economy is doing well. Of course, none is doing well, but how bad is which economy? There are some economies which are really on the brink of collapse, but they are just holding back. Most of them are starting now to follow the US model and print more money. So again, there is a limited amount they can print. You know, the US economy has started showing the strain of artificial money. The dollar is going down, it is starting to sink. The premier currency in the world, the dollar, is showing signs of strain. When it will crack is nobody's guess or anybody's guess.
Sure. I want to know what are the new activities at IBG?
So I just mentioned the main activity that we are doing. We are spreading out to the world. We are bringing in business people from all over the world. In fact, in another 3 months, we are going to open up the direct membership of IBG to those members of other chambers around the world. So that will get more homogeneity to our members, more interaction. We will be on our WhatsApps. And in any case, we will be having interactions online. I think even this week we have one going soon. So look out for it.
Yeah, we look forward to that. Thank you so much, Vikash. What changes do you anticipate in the future post the lockdown once opens up?
So again, that's a loaded question. The first question to be answered is, when will it open up? What are going to be the repercussions of people unable to pay? So that's yet to come. People are not making any payment. People are not even making trade payments anymore with this excuse that the Prime Minister has said don't pay. At some point, people have to start paying. I mean, they're accumulating debt, they're accumulating dues. It's not going to go away. It's not going to disappear. There is no magic wand there. You have to pay. So start thinking from now what you will do to at least start paying a bit. Maybe everything you can't pay. You can't meet all installments once it opens, but at least show some signs of paying. Be prepared for that.
Sure. Mr. Vikash, we hear that you've opened up International Chambers Connects, and I've myself been a part of several sessions, including this Thursday, where we're doing yet another, international session that we have. So please tell us more about this, and also you connecting local Indians and having the connect with countries, different countries, and the consulates, so that we can all grow and really go international with our vision.
So on the consulates part, let me tell you that I, being a consul myself, we are trying to ask other consulates to come in and tell about their countries. We are making this, I use the word homogeneous. So we are moving on from a Bombay specific chamber to a world chamber. And we are using all these tricks in our bag. We know the councils, we're tying up with chambers continuously around the world. Now, once a week, we will be having chamber interactivity between our members and their members. So this is, in fact, if I may say, not a very good thing, but Corona has been a silver lining for us on the horizon. It's opened our minds. It's opened us to the world. We never thought of this before. We didn't think that we need to do anything more than we did for 8 years. But the whole horizon looks so vast now to us. The growth looks so big going forward. I'm 100% sure, and we are doing this for our members, not for ourselves. IBG is not a business house. It's a members chamber. So the whole idea behind this is how will members benefit from IBG post-Corona? So the process has been started. Let's see how we grow and how we go forward with this.
Sure. Thank you. What is the opportunity for educational business for startups, especially on the digital platform, please?
I think there is a huge opportunity right now for the education sector. You know, one of the fastest growing sectors in India today is education. It's moved away from just sitting in a class and a teacher talking. It's moved to something completely different. It's all online. There are, you know, you probably know it. So many classes being held of every type. Of every type. Could be yoga classes. It could be education. Could be somebody speaking. You know, every type of thing has gone online, and this has opened a vast vista for just for the education system. Anybody can get in now and make it big.
Yeah, and so true. They can easily go international because all the sessions are open.
All online. It's all online.
Yeah, it's the global arena.
You can be anywhere in the world. I have a company which is into kids education,
Right.
and the primary market is USA. And it's absolutely growing leaps and bounds. It's for 4 to 8 year kids. And you know, parents there want to put their kids into these type of classes.
So true.
So, you know, it's open for anybody to come and do whatever you want. It's just your own vision. It's just your own mindset which is limiting you. Open it up.
Awesome. What is your opinion for the future of the real estate rentals? Kamal would like to know. Uh-huh.
So in my opinion, first let me talk about the prices.
Right.
I think prices are already down 20%. Yeah, I'm talking of Bombay City. And
Right.
not only here, worldwide. USA also prices of real estate have gone down. People want to vacate New York and go and live somewhere else. I just read about that an article that people are leaving New York and going away. So also happening in Bombay and in many parts of the country. So prices are down. I think they're going to go down further. As far as rental is concerned, so that is a good option to people who don't want to buy or who are forced to sell because they have to repay. They can all go into rental. And it's not that rentals are climbing too much. That's also coming down. So it's a good time for rental, for renting, and also renting for yourself.
Right. So true. We'd like to know from you, Mr. Vikash, that the situation has seen a steep rise on the online retail business. So is this gonna be the future of business from now on?
Yes, to a great extent, because most people actually being a country of 1.3 billion, we were all still used to going and doing physical shopping. Now that's all changed. Even anybody who used to go into a shop now needs to go into online, and that's becoming the way of life. You don't need to step out. There is no effort. You just get onto Amazon or Flipkart or one of those big websites, and in 2 days your thing is at home. You know, people have understood the ease of online shopping.
So true. Actually, everything is doing online. So, you know, including the webinar. China is fighting hard to dethrone USA and EU as the global superpower. Do you think there will be a new world order in the next 4 to 5 years? How do we please tackle this?
But now China is trying a lot, but they are going to stay, or at least for now, they are still just the regional superpower. They have become a superpower, but to become a world superpower, USA is still far ahead of them. US economy is still double China's, and USA is taking a lot of steps to put China down. They see them as a threat, and they're trying definitely taking actions. Look at the South China Seas. The USA advanced carriers are patrolling those seas. They're trying to stop any hegemony of China in the South China Sea. And wherever in the world they can stop them, they're stopping them. So China cannot, at least not in 5 years, maybe 10 years into the future, they'll be equal to US, but they can never surpass them.
All right. What do you like to say to young entrepreneurs? How should they focus and hang in there, especially when there are so many naysayers and doomsday predictors?
So you use the right word, how to hang in. Just hang in. Don't try to grow too fast. Don't try to make leaps and bounds. Don't try to become a billionaire overnight. Just stay put. Just do your bit day to day. Let the clouds go away first and then see the horizon. Right now, everything is clouded. You really can't see anything into the future. Just wait, hang in. But don't fail. Just manage it anyhow. Keep your costs low. Keep your idea alive. So when the time does open up and does come, you're right there to take the big leaps.
Sure. Is digital currency likewise cryptocurrency possible in India?
So, you'll be surprised how much crypto is there in India.
Ah,
There is a
wow.
lot of people dabbling in crypto. There are crypto exchanges. In between, the government had banned crypto in India. But then some of those crypto guys went to court, and Supreme Court has put a stop to that order of the government. So they are jumping back in. Crypto is here to stay. I was a naysayer myself. I always thought that this is a fad which will disappear one day and take away a lot of money of a lot of people. But I'm not sure now. People are spending money in cryptos. There are certain advantages to crypto that a normal currency doesn't allow, doesn't give. Number one, it's not bound by geography. It's not a dollar, it's not a pound sterling. A crypto is a world currency. It's not connected to any country. You can spend it anywhere. You can buy it anywhere. Even if you come and go and stand on the streets of Bahrain, there will be a shop at the corner offering you cryptocurrency. So it is something that is going to be here. We should know more about it. We should start doing some cryptocurrency deals, each of us in a small way, so that by when it booms openly, we know what it is. We know how to deal with it. We know who is a buyer. We should know who is a seller and how to use it. There are certain dark shades in crypto where they say that smugglers and other such dark people use it to hide their money, which is happening. But then everything has its own dark side. So let's not be troubled by that. Let's look at the good part of crypto and jump in. Small extent, small extent. Don't tell me tomorrow that you spent 10 lakhs buying it, you lost it. Go small. And but in crypto, you only invest what you can lose, afford to lose, without being impacted in any manner. That's the key thing right now.
Thank you for even giving us the mention of the amount, because I think I and Priya, we had a hearty laughter. We had the same thought in mind. So Priya, our CEO, is absolutely brilliant. We'll get to hear from her as well. And I'm also going to take this opportunity of thanking Girish and Siddhi for being here with us. So Priya, yes, we're thinking of the amount now, and we'll get back to Vikash regards cryptocurrency for sure. Because the next question is, what's your view on people who are applied and are applying migration to other countries because of the disappointment of government support to the loyal taxpayer?
So this is a bit of a convoluted question. There are two aspects to it. The first is about the people who want to migrate. My clear thinking is don't do anything impactful on your life during Corona. Don't buy property, don't sell property, don't change your business, don't do anything. And of course, never try to migrate at this time. Don't think the grass is green on the other side. It's probably going to be worse. Stay where you are, just stay alive.
All right. How COVID-19 has changed the pharma supply chain? What changes have been brought or should be considered to keep it effective and functional?
As we all know, pharma is one of the winners out of COVID because ultimately we are looking for a vaccine. We are looking for corona uh, relief things. Everything is pharma. So that is the big winner. Of course, within that sector also, there are winners and losers. If you are into the corona bit, then you are a winner. Whatever you do, whatever you make is going to sell right now. There is such an unsatiable appetite right now, and it's going to get more as things progress.
Sure. What is the future of co-working spaces and seminar halls, please?
So co-working and seminar halls are two different things. Co-working is going to do well. Primary reason is that a lot of companies are shutting their main offices and asking people to work from home. But that is also not practical. I mean, you've got a family, you've got children, you can work from home 1 day a week. So companies are now telling their people that go and sit in co-working spaces, wherever near your home, where you can go, walk and go, but continue working. So offices are, in my opinion, offices are going to shed 50% staff
Okay.
once all this is over. Right now it's 100% because you just can't move. But when things stabilize, the office management will realize that there is no need for people to come and sit in one office. So that's where the co-working comes in. And as far as seminar halls are concerned, there is going to be no seminars. You don't expect any seminars, minimum up to December, but probably more, it will go into next year. So seminar halls are actually now greatly being converted to clinics and things where patients can be kept. Hotels also, they're becoming hospitals. So yeah, seminar halls are a no-no.
Sure. Because I'm going to ask you here about Nazara Technologies, and
Mhm.
do you feel that it's even now, post the lockdown, it's going to still be better for a lot of people, colleagues who work there, everyone who works there, to probably operate from home? Is it going to be beneficial for the company as well in the future?
We are unable to decide that right now. When you're
Right.
talking about Nazara, we already now, yesterday we started the office
All
officially
right.
with 10% staff.
Right.
It's an experiment. Let's see how this goes.
Sure.
People are still waiting to come to work, mostly because the trains are not working. How many people can come in a cab? And just the very basic thing, we have a large office now. We don't know what to do with it. Will we bring all those people? Will we try to reduce it by half? There are too many questions in the air. There's no straight answer.
Right. I think it's only innovation and creative, which is the key to everything. I mean, I never imagined I'm going to have a candlelight webinar, with lights coming on. It's the first time I'm experiencing this. So
Yes.
change is the only thing that, we have to be on with and accept everything that comes your way at this point of time. So I'm really apologetic to everyone. I'm trying to give as much light as possible and carry on with a nice, very romantic candlelight webinar. And I'm sincerely apologetic to everyone for this. Vikash, what do you think is the future? Okay, so I want to know about this. Will Biden and Harris be good for India? What are your views on this?
So this is a public platform. I want to be careful what I say because we are entering into politics. My own opinion of her is not good. She's anti-India. She's pro-Pakistan. So I don't think it's a great thing for India that an Indian is going to be the vice president.
Right. Thank you. And yeah, I appreciated that, you know, you mentioned it very open. But I want to talk about, your expertise. We're talking of all the other endeavors, but I must definitely say that you've been very lucky, be it the game zone or be it our young Vikash Mittersain sir as a radio jockey for Chulo Asman, and you still doing your shows, on AIR, FM Rainbow and FM Gold. So I think you're the one who's really still flying, and you've been super busy during this time of COVID. So what do you suggest people, especially when you are on the radio, to really heal everyone in Mumbai city? What would you suggest people, because people are all stressed out for businesses? So how do you go about telling them that hang on there, like you said, hang in there? So what is that expert advice our business guru would like to give everyone right now?
Primarily, I've done about 70 radio shows. It was every Friday, 5 p.m. But it's halted temporarily because All India Radio is not allowing anybody to come in there and do shows. They're only running old songs.
Right.
But I'm hopeful that with things opening up, I'm desperate to get back to radio. I just love it. And I do an interview. My radio shows are just interviews of entrepreneurs or celebrities. So coming to the second part of your question, please come please come to my radio show. Listen to it. There is a lot of advice coming out there.
Wow. So I want to mention the names of your radio show that is on FM Rainbow and FM Gold. That is 107.1 and 100.1 megahertz. That is Chulo Asman or Zarur is show ko suniye, because it will give you great ideas as well. Thank you, Vikash, from that front. And we're going to go ahead with the next question, which is, what is the industrial production in India or the world? Is it growing back to its normal, or just IT industry is doing well for online meetings, webinars, and online education?
So it's only online now. There is no industrial production yet. Japan declared yesterday that their economy has dropped 26.4%. Most of it industrial production. And in India also, I mean, what is working? I mean, where is there any production happening? It's not even 10%. I think if India actually wants to declare its status, we are going to be down 50% economy. There is really no truth in the fact that there are green shoots happening, or industry is reviving, or the economy is reviving. It is not. The worst is yet to come.
Oh my. All right, we have to be ready for this. What are the avenues where one can start exploring export opportunities for one's products? Basically, how do you start about growing this?
So just be an IBG member. This is what we're doing now.
Yay.
This is what IBG has become. It's going to facilitate international trade with all our chamber connections. We are bringing international chambers, international business people directly into contact with our members, interacting. So you need to explore. But having said that, you still need to go slow on export front. Be very careful. Indian exporters had become used to giving open credit to buyers. Stop doing that, because you have no idea two things: whether the buyer is going to return your money or pay you for it, or whether they themselves are going to stay alive physically as well as a business. So do export. It's good. It's needed. But if you are a first-time exporter, please explore carefully. Don't just jump and send out goods to any buyer who comes along, who you don't know, and you don't know their status. You don't know what is the company status, what is the financial status. So it is good because you need to look for more markets, but be careful.
Sure. Thank you. What about the travel and the media entertainment industry? Is it going to change their ways of working, or OTT platform is the next big thing?
So OTT has proved itself. the normal media will be forced to change whether they like it or not, or they have to perish. And for travel, the less said, the better. Already, Lufthansa has cancelled 200 planes with Boeing orders, and every airline is following suit. Because airlines, they book planes, they order planes in the air on a paper projection. That so much travel will happen in so many years, so many planes will be needed, so many passenger seats will be needed. But it's all gone now. There is no travel. They're all shutting down. So travel is a no-no right now. Who is traveling? At least even after Corona is over next year, the travel part of it will be very slow off the ground. People are going to be too scared to travel, or they may not have the money, or they may not have the business. And now business can be done online. People have got used to it. So why will even executives of companies travel? They will not be sent out.
Right. Right. Wow. Okay. That calls for actually lockdown in the country. You better stay in the country, in the city that you live in for quite some time.
Yes,
That,
one should don't go out of the country. Definitely not during Corona, because you don't know whether you will be able to come back. What if it gets worse and there is again a complete lockdown in the country with nobody being allowed to go and come in? You're hung up somewhere. I know somebody who had gone out just before 14th of March and
right.
has come back only yesterday, gone for a week. So you don't want to do that, do you?
No. Yeah, that's a big risk. What will be the future of destination weddings or events management?
So I don't want to crack a joke, but are there going to be any weddings at all? I don't think. And definitely not a destination wedding. Definitely not where you take 300 people with you and go and celebrate a wedding. It's not going to happen. So whatever will happen as far as weddings are concerned are small in-house affairs.
Yeah, so
No
true.
destination.
We just had a wedding just last
Mhm.
month, towards the
Yeah.
end of last month, and they got permission for around 70 people, and they had the
A lot.
wedding. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I had
They
with 70
invited
people.
70 people. That permission, yes.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, in fact, we having awards this coming Sunday at
Hmm.
Chandigarh, where I've been
Chandigarh.
asked to present the awards. 50
Yeah.
awards, 50
Yeah.
awardees are only allowed to come. So
Hmm.
I told them, of course, I'm not traveling. So they
Yeah.
said, but Raza Murad sir is coming. I said, yes, but maybe he has something else to do in Chandigarh as
Yes.
well. But
Yes.
I'm not traveling. But yeah, so people have started, and especially I think out of Mumbai, things have started working slowly, but it's very scary. So what
Not
you said is
scary.
right. Yeah.
It's just that people are losing their patience
Yeah.
and doing things that they should not be doing. Corona has not gone away anywhere. It's still lurking around us.
So
So
true.
you've got to be careful even within the city, leave alone leaving the city and going somewhere.
Right. We'll take
Or
care of.
going to a wedding, or going to a wedding.
Yeah, so true. I really don't, I feel, yeah, there's really no need. And I also want to mention this. Then I tried to do some research and I called my friend in Chandigarh and I said, where are you guys? So he said, we are outside dining. I said, is everything okay in Chandigarh? He said,
Yeah,
no, we are both sitting at home. We can't sit at home anymore. I said, are you wearing a mask? No, we are not wearing a mask.
yeah.
हम तो गए घर पे बैठ के, is what he said. I'm like, all right, okay. He's saying, no, but don't come. It's risky. So, so exactly what you said. So, what Vikash has mentioned to all of us, let's really be at home, be into our own space, hang in there. And, as I just love the sentence mentioned by Mr. Vikash Mittersain saying that you always stay, like, someone would ask, where do you stay? So, you always stay in your mind. And this is the right time for all of us to go within ourselves and stay in our mind and explore the opportunities, that we can have, because this could be really unique and it could really make it huge and big, since it's the beginning of the new way of living. So thank you so much for that, and I always keep that in my mind, because thank you for that beautiful mention that you did to us. We want to know, how is the scenario impact the audio visual advertising and marketing activities of brands and corporates?
So that is not so bad. The audio visuals. So see the word audio and visual. You don't need to go out for that. You sit at home, you sit on your com, you sit on television, and you get it. You can absorb that, and people can send it out. People can pay for it also. So audiovisual, I think, is on the positive side of things.
Right. Sure.
Of course, the shootings, when you talk of audiovisual, there is also an element of camera work and shooting. So that is something that each one needs to handle it the best way they can.
Right. Sure. What is your view on gold in the near future?
Everybody knows that answer. In fact, it's going the other way. Prices
Okay.
are going up. Gold prices have gone doubled. Silver also. People are selling now. They're looking at it as an opportunity. Sell now, buy later. I know a lot of people. Somebody just told me yesterday that he's selling 25 kilos of silver. I asked him, "You're selling the family silver?" He said, "No, I'm just selling the junk part of it. Because these prices will never come again."
Sure. I would also take the next question as a compliment which comes to you. It
Uh-huh.
says, Shri Vikas ji, superhuman gifted with multifaceted talent. So his advice will have to be well understood first. Can we know what drives you as a hero, Mr. Vikash Mittersain?
Tell me the name.
I don't know. I've just been
No,
sent. So can I just
no,
have the name here?
no, it's not.
Uh,
It's not important.
no. We will have the name because I'm just receiving all the
Yeah, just the
questions.
questions.
So we do have
So
the name, yeah.
just repeat
So
that question.
okay. Someone has mentioned that Shri Vikas ji, superhuman, gifted with multifaceted talent. So his advice will at first have to be well understood. Can we know what drives you as a hero?
So it doesn't drive me as a hero. What drives me is my experience of life, where I have gone bankrupt twice. So don't think too much of me. Don't think I'm that great. I'm not. It is just my experience which comes out. And that's what I am giving to people. When somebody tells me their business cycle and how they're doing, it something always comes in my mind. Okay, this is not right in this business. And I always tell them, don't do this or move it in so and so manner. Because I have experienced it, I'm one of the few people who had these bad experiences in business. So that is the best teacher. And that's your answer.
So this comes from Gansham Gupta ji,
Okay.
and he had raised a few questions even prior. So Gansham Gupta mentioned this to you. Thank you, Gansham ji. Since the worst is yet to come and industrial production is not in view to resume, will the locking down of the boundaries of states, districts worsen the destruction of economy?
So the lockdown between states, between districts is already in the past. The government has made an effort and opened up the economy. For that, you need all these things open. I mean, how can you sell something to Gujarat if you can't deliver it there? So that part of it is gone. It's in the past. It came to teach us to stay at home. So no longer valid.
Sure. Vikash, we like to know, you did mention just now that you've gone bankrupt twice, and I know for a fact that, things were at such a state that you genuinely didn't have money to even pay for the gas cylinder which came home. So
But
how did you actually revive at that time? Maybe that could help all of us at this point of time of lockdown, to revive, in our own condition that we
yeah,
are. Can you please highlight us for a few minutes on that aspect as well?
so you're using the word lockdown. I locked myself down in my home. There was no money to spend at all. But on the other hand, when I started reviving, of course, there was a great hand of God in that. I can tell you the instances that came to me from God, which revived me. It was not my own doing, it was not my own brilliance. The opportunity just came on their own. What I'm trying to say, in that period, I paid back every penny that I owed. Once I started coming back, the first thing I did for the first 2 years, that whatever money came in, I could have declared bankruptcy and legally I would be okay, but I couldn't do that. I couldn't live with that I have declared bankruptcy and still going on doing business. First thing was, for 2 years, every money that came just went out as repayment. The only thing I had done was that I told people, please don't ask me for interest. I paid every bank loan. I paid every supplier of products. Not a single person will meet me on the street and say now that you didn't give me my money. So that's a very important aspect of life. Whoever is going through trouble, be very calm. Be sure that you're going to pay money back to whoever is owed. Tell them that you will be paying. Tell them that I'm in difficulty. Bear with me. In fact, to the extent I did not even pay telephone bills or GST bills. I used to go and talk to the GMs there and tell them that hold on, don't cut my telephone lines because that's my lifeline, and don't come and cut my power supply. And they bore with me, and then we paid back everything.
But at that point of time, how did you manage the fear you had within yourself? What will happen tomorrow, and the uncertainties, and how did you tackle your own mind? I mean, were you really at peace? Let's be very honest on this, because
You can't be on peace, because I used to get calls at midnight also, threat calls. Are you going to pay or not? We are coming to your office tomorrow. We're going to pick you up and take you, so you better pay. But those things had to come along with that. Along with bankruptcy, you get a lot more things. You just don't get an empty pocket. You get many other things which you don't like. In fact, I went through a period when I was under physical threat. I'm forgetting the name. There used to be one of those famous gundas in Bombay.
Right.
He started calling me, I'm so and so. So I had to go and take police protection. And I walked around with that for 6 months. But I kept on doing my work. I just kept that at one side of the mind, that okay, it is there. I'm going through something. This too shall pass. I use that phrase.
Beautiful.
This shall pass. And it did.
So we will also remember this phrase, this too shall pass. In fact, someone just sent a beautiful message in the chat box. That's always meditation which helps. And Kancham Gupta also says, this is certainly value that comes from your upbringing. What do you have to say about this?
I have never been into meditation. As I said, as you just mentioned, I live in my mind. I don't calm my mind. I don't cool my mind. I don't stop my mind. But I live there. And I don't need anything else. I don't need any other support.
Right. Vikash, I want to mention this to everyone who's joined us today, all our esteemed guests who've joined us today, that, before being a family of IBG, I must mention this to all of you, that I always thought that, networking for me didn't really work, simply because, I feel you always meet, mixed people, probably you would work with someone or not. But after listening to you, that if you're not networking, you're not working. And then now you say, of course, everything is on the net. So you have no choice but to network. And for all those who've just been here as guests for the very first time, I want to request all of you to kindly join us here at IBG, which is one of its kind, the India Business Group Chamber of Commerce. And I've been really, really fortunate to be with, our business guru, Vikash Mittersain, and Priya Pansari, the CEO, is extremely helpful. They really make you and make sure that you really have your vision and fulfill all your dreams. And how do you actually fulfill your vision? The way you'll only get with IBG. So I want to request all of you to please inbox us and send us your email ID so that we could connect with you. And also, Mr. Vikash meets all those who really need some guidance every Monday in the morning at 11 a.m. And it's only one person, and it's absolutely on first come first basis. So it depends on the appointment when you'll get an appointment to see him. I don't know if that is yet started at this point of time, but this is the best opportunity for everyone who is here with the IBG family today. I'm truly delighted, and I think I wouldn't have ever had a better session than this. as I call him, Dr. Vikash Mittersain, for the great expertise that, he has. And for the very first time in my life, I've had this beautiful candlelight webinar, which no one really imagined, that how would the businesses scenario be post the COVID. So it's time for all of us to hang in there. And what is that last one advice, Vikash, you'd like to give everyone?
I give this advice often, and people call me a fool. I always say, be honest. Be honest to yourself. Be honest to everybody. Don't promise anything which you are not sure you're going to be able to deliver. Don't try to, even if you don't have anything, but at least your words should be right. Say only what you know you will do. If you know that this is difficult, say that also. So be honest. Honesty, they say that old adage, that is the best policy. But believe me, it is. Stands with you forever. So be honest.
Beautiful, beautiful piece of advice. And I'm going to take this opportunity of thanking you. Thank you so much. I think it's a game changer for all of us, for all those who really want to get into a different mindset, because today, this beautiful session could really change your life forever. And thank you for the wondrous piece of advice. Absolutely a pleasure to know about all this. I'm going to request Priya Pansare, our brilliant CEO. Priya, thank you for making things easier with IVG. And one call to Priya and we get all the information at one go. So Priya, I'm going to please request you to kindly talk to all of us and everyone who is here, and also mention about the wondrous session we're having this Thursday evening as well, Priya. Thank you, Priya.
Let me tell you, Simran, today before we started this session, Vikas sir and me were contemplating. Vikas sir was like, Priya, your members really don't care. And today also there will be very few members from IBG who will join. And I told him that no, not possible. They all consider you as a very big mentor in their life and they will join in big numbers. And today this is the answer, Vikas sir. We have maximum IBG members participation for this. We were around 85 and there were maximum IBG members for your session. So thanks a lot for everyone to join this webinar. And yes, we are doing so many things internationally, domestic chambers also. On this Thursday, we are having a meeting with Gujarat Chamber of Commerce. And I think you must have already received the sectors that are going to be, participating with us. So join us and let's take maximum benefit out of this meeting. Thanks a lot.
Sure. And this is happening on Thursday, and for a change, it's in the evening, right, Priya? Could we mention the time? It's 4 p.m., if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So I'm going to look forward to welcoming all of you, and thank you to our IBG family, a beautiful family. And it's all about the faith, the trust that we have in our business guru that really has brought us here. And especially at this point of time, when we are all giving it a deep thought about business post-COVID, we had the best of advice from our business guru, Mr. Vikash Mittersain. So Priya, I'm going to take this opportunity of thanking all of you. And today is a very, very special day. So I'm going to request everybody to kindly be on mute, have your audios on mute, and can you please have the videos on so that we could have a group photo op of the beautiful family. And for all those who just joined us today, it's time for all of us to have a great beginning. Please do connect with us and be a part of the IBG world. It's a different world altogether where you get your space to progress and to really, really go beyond one can really think and get great ideas from like-minded people. So thank you. My name is Simran Ahuja, and I'm more than thankful to Priya and Vikas sir for having me here. Thank you to my dear Girish and Siddhi for this most wondrous session. Can we please have everyone's videos on now? I'm waiting for Girish. I'm going to give you 3, 2, 1, the countdown, so that we have the best of smile and, that charm in our eyes, because yes, now is the time that we know what we're supposed to do. So let's go ahead and make the most out of this time. And as we always say, this too shall pass. Yes, just hang in here, be positive, be your best. Let us all work on ourselves and be the best version of ourselves, so that in every endeavor, you know, the health perspective, the business perspective, the growth perspective, and most important is the love perspective. Spend lots of time with your loved ones and make sure you're giving them tons of love, because this will really take us a long way ahead. We have no idea if we're going to get back this time. So now we have so much of time. Innovate and creation is the key. So thank you. So let's have the countdown. 3, 2, and a click. 3, 2, and a click. Thank you. We have next 1.5 minutes, 90 seconds. So if anyone would like to say a hi to Vikash, Priya, I'm sorry I haven't taken this permission, but since we have a lot of IBT members, I've been pretty much excited to see them and their questions here as well and their comments. So if you allow me, Priya, we can go ahead with few of them who would like to just say a hi to Vikash for 90 seconds. If you allow me, Priya.
Vikash,
I happy to have you all guys here.
thank you. And I think you are the only head of a major chamber of commerce who confabulates with their members in this fashion. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for a great session.
Yeah, and I would like to thank Vikash, Priya, Siddhi, Girish, and the team for it. It has really been an enlightening session in these times of COVID, and a few words of great wisdom which Vikash shares with his along with his experience are are really the pulse. The one should just keep it with them, and utilize them. I must say, thanks again to Vikash that we go along for a very good long time, almost 25 years plus. Yes, Vikash?
Yes. You're one of my oldest friends in
So
IB.
thank you so much for being with me, Vikash.
And a great mustache, huh?
This is my COVID look.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
Discussion, mentoring sessions are something that everybody should really take advantage of. And I don't know how many members remember this, but the advisory that Vikash sent out was like, I think the first that came from any chamber and any networking group and any mentor about COVID and how to take care of your business and stop extravagantly and watch out for what's coming next and hold on to your plans of going big. That I think I received the first advisory from Vikash globally. So I really think we should watch for his words and listen to what he says. Thank you so much, Vikash.
Thank you. Thank you. Done?
Thanks, Mr. Vikas. I'm Srinivas Babu. I'm a very new member. Last week only I joined.
Oh, welcome.
And today, after attending this and after hearing you, I feel like, I may be one of your oldest friend and I'm talking to a friend of mine or a cousin or a brother. It was a wonderful session and thanks for bringing up our morale in these times actually. That is what is very much required. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time.
Keep your head high. Keep your head high. Thank you. Are we done?
Yes, a humble thanks to everyone. A global namaste, and I look forward to meeting you all at 4 p.m. this Thursday evening. Please make sure that you let your friends and your loved ones know about this session. I look forward to meeting you till then. This is Simran Ahuja signing off. Thank you very much once again to Mr. Vikash Mittersain, Priya Pansare, Girish, Siddhi, and everyone around. Thank you.